Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Papaw's place. Guys, today the sun's finally shining. We ain't had sunshine, and I couldn't tell you when, or at least to amount to anything. We get a pop out during the day after it's been raining, it's been cold, and I'm excited to get out, but my archery range out there was done turned to mud, so I had to scoop my targets up and move up here. But while it was raining, I did build me a little portable bow stand out here out of just some trash I had. That way I can pick it up and move it around. But I was just shooting today is the Tbow. Now a couple of videos ago, maybe one ago, I don't know, I said I was going to give a review on this Tbow after I actually got outside and was able to shoot it some. But I done got into these cheap bows, because I'm going to tell y'all something about these cheap bows. Some of these cheap bows out here is good bows. And this Tbow right here, I don't know how much y'all know about them. Now, I ain't never owned a Hoyt Satori, but the people that own both of them says other than the finish may not be of quality as the Hoyt, it's the exact same riser. The limbs here, I'll pop up a thing here. There's some type of glass and bamboo core. Fine shooting bow. Now it came with a grip on it, but I wanted to feel like my compound bows. And my compound bows, my elite bow and my bear bow, it's got that skinny right there, like really ain't no grip. It's just you holding the riser. Now I did wrap this for the time being with some wrap I had, just cause I was shooting out here and it's cold, and now that keeps it. And that's probably the way it's gonna stay. But I've been shooting this bow. I did put a little weight right here on the front of it to add a little weight to it. And being an ILF bow, y'all can see I done all the stuff you do to silence them down. And this bow silenced down real good. Now this bow didn't come with this string on it. This is a Flemish twist string. Actually, I started making my own strings, but I didn't make this one. This one actually came, this is the string that come on the Sanlita bow. I will give Sanlita that. They put good strings on their bows. Now this is the string that come on it. It shot good, but it wasn't a Flemish twist, and I wasn't sure what material it was, so I put this one on here, and I like the way it shoots. But I'm gonna be making my own strings since I trying to make my own strings now. I'm gonna put my own string on here that I make, and that just makes the bow mean that much more to me. But the bow shoots really well. I ain't got nothing negative to say about it. Like I said, if you're a brand name person and you want to pay $500 plus to $1,000 for a Hoyt just cause it's got Hoyt wrote on it, maybe the finish a little better, well, I can tell you right now, you could have sold me a Hoyt bow in the week that I've had this one right here, and it'd be scratched up too, just like this one, because these are something to hunt with. These ain't I ain't buying a bow to look at it and hang on the wall for pretty. I mean, I done scratched this one up, leaving it laying out here. I walk by if I'm shooting up there and lay it on the lawnmower or wherever. I mean, that's just the way I am. So I didn't see no point in it, and I wanted to try this Tbow out to see what it was all about. Well, like I said, all I can tell y'all, now it ain't the same limbs that comes on a Hoyt, but if I ain't mistaken, these limbs is made in the USA themselves, even though the risers come from China, but yet it's a copycat of the Hoyt. So there you go. So let's get over here and shoot. Y'all see I got my V4 box cut out there, out there. That's where I rolled up some little indoor-outdoor carpet. Works awesome for shooting practice points in. Got it sitting behind my V4 there. Then I got what I call my pigeon on a stick there. That's just made out of some some of that foam that come in package boxes. And then you turn around left. Well, let me back up. The Tbow will be 20 yards from here. The little pigeon, I call it there, about 15 yards. And then that cotton bale out there, the yellow one, that's what I call it, a cotton bale. I think that's what they pack with. Sometimes you can hit them after you've been shooting them and got that cotton pack and the air will bounce off them. That's old Walmart target. It's about 20 yards from right here. Then next over here to the left, we got our Tbow archery target. I bought that target just so I could have to keep inside my shed when I want to shoot bare shells and bare shaft tuned. I needed a good foam target. And then I don't know if y'all can see sitting down there in the little hump of grass by my fig tree. Yeah, that's my little rabbit there. We'll be shooting at my rabbit. And then we got the old Amazon deer there. And the Amazon deer, he's probably about 22 yards. But what I've been really trying to practice on is right out there under that dirt pile. It's a little muddy, but it's 30 yards from here. We're going to shoot around at these targets, and then I'm going to shoot that 30 yard and show y'all what I got fixed up out there. So I don't know if y'all can see the targets real good, but what I'm going to do, I got this Tbow, it's called a body camera, but I've been using it to put on my targets to make videos, and using it to make videos with. I'm going to take it and put on the Tbow target. That way when I shoot it, and then I'll probably shoot it 2 arrows, and then I'll move this camera over to the next target, because I like when I watch people shoot, I see where the arrow hit. I'm going to tell y'all, in case y'all don't understand how this video making and editing works. I'm using 2 different cameras. So somebody replied back on one of mine, he said your arrow was a little delayed getting to the target. Well, what that is, guys, when you taking 2 video clips and you putting them on a video editor, you got to piece them together and try to get it lined up. Well, it's hard to get it lined up like if it was filmed with one camera. When the bow goes off, it shows the impact of an arrow. It ain't that easy to do to get it just perfect. So that's how this happens. I set this camera out there, download them onto my computer, put them onto an editor, and then try to piece them together to where this one's in the small screen over here, and when I shoot you can see the arrow hit. That's how that works. So let's move on. Let me see here. I gotta turn it on first, don't I? So we set up, we're gonna shoot the Tbow deer over there first, and guys, the reason that's called the Tbow deer, cause that's just a pasteboard box. I got something from Tbow in, cut me a deer shape out of it, and that's why that's my Tbow. So maybe you want to do like them archery shoots, but no, I can't say that's sponsored by Tbow, cause they ain't paying me nothing. So anyway, there's my Tbow deer. I'm going to get y'all up here a little closer where y'all can hear the bow. The video is about the Tbow, so y'all can try to hear it and see. I mean, I think it's just as quiet as any bow I got. Now, like I said, you had to do a lot more to a ILF bow to get them quiet, because they move right here. The limbs, you can take them on and off, and you're going to have that movement. And you just put a little Velcro under there where it's touching that riser, and like on all recurves, some Velcro back down the string. Then I done got to where I like these monkey tail silencers. You can put them on easy and they work good. I think they way better than this old rabbit fur. That rabbit fur ain't got enough nothing in there to make it dampening. Then of course limb savers on the limbs. So let's give her a shot, see what I can do. Whoa! Shot just a little bit low on that one. Now on a deer, that would have been a perfect shot, because that deer would have done like that and it would have hit it right where it needed to go. Yeah, I shot just a little low on that. Let me pull that hat out. Pull that hat out of my way. See if I can do a little better and a little faster. There we go. That's the kind of shots I need to be doing. I'm gonna see if I can do that twice in a row. I done got to where now I practice a lot at 20 yards, and I'm starting to work on my 30, and that's what I'm gonna show y'all something here in a minute I'm trying to do. That's another good shot. I'm gonna give y'all a tip about shooting bows with these glasses around your neck and these overalls on. The other day I was out here shooting and I was drawing back. When that bow went off, it made a hell of a noise and kind of gave me a jerk. That string hung this snap right here on these overalls. I think y'all can see the little pigeon right there without moving the other camera, because if I hit the pigeon, it's gonna flop around. Now the pigeon is 15 yards. There we go. That's a good shot on the pigeon. That's about as far as I had a chance taking a shot at the pigeon is 15 yards. But in reality, 15 yards as far as I'm gonna be shooting at a deer. Let me go collect my arrows now. That was almost dead perfect. Actually, guys, in a deer hunting situation, I'd rather have that shot at 20 yards than that shot. Because at 20 yards, that deer was going to dip. So this shot would have hit way up here. This shot would have been about where that is, and that shot right there would have been right there at the heart, perfect. In case y'all want to see what I mean on the carpet roll, that's just some old indoor carpet. Indoor-outdoor carpet we pulled out of old room. I stripped it up. That's about a 20-foot long section. Just rolled up tight, about the size of a deer body. Now, of course, you don't need to pace for a deer to shoot. I just think it makes it look cool, like you're kind of shooting at a deer. And yeah, that's an ugly drawing. Looked like more like a goat's head, but y'all get the point. Kind of gives you something like when you're shooting at a deer. So there's the Tbow, guys. That's just a fine bow to me. And for the price that they sell for, I'm gonna leave some links in the description below this video. But I got this bow. I watched and watched and watched, and I one day clicked on there and I got this bow for like 70 something. It wasn't over $80, and that was free shipping. But I think you can regularly get them for like $100. I mean, it's like a compound riser. You can put sights on it or use a rest or whatever you want to do, just like you do your compound bows. Now, I didn't want to shoot one like that, but some people might. Or if you want to do some longer distance shooting. Now, if I had one of them long stabilizers that they shoot in the competition that V's back, I think that would be fun, trying to practice like bear bow, see if I can get some lighter arrows later on. That's something to work toward. Right now I'm working on being able to shoot a 8-inch group at 30 yards. That's my next step. Guys, y'all see that rabbit? I'm talking about the real rabbit. About 80 yards from here. I couldn't stand it. The other day I was out here playing around and I got to shooting at that rabbit. Close as I could get while crossing the ditch to him that day was like 40 yards. Well, I think I shot at him twice that day and lost one of my arrows out through there. I never could hit him 40 yards. I ain't figured out how people shoot once they get beyond their point of aim, which on this bow is right around 30 yards. Anything further than that, I can't see. I mean, I can't even see nothing because it's all blocked by your head. It don't matter if you turn your bow like this. I don't see how people shoot but beyond their point of aim. But anyway, I was going to point that rabbit out. We may just shoot this fake rabbit here next. First, I'm going to shoot the yellow cotton bill out there. That was a good shot. I'm going to take that hat back off. Now we go shoot the old rabbit sitting in the big tree over there. That was a good shot. Now that ain't a good shot on a deer because it would be right there in the shoulder, but on a rabbit, it don't matter. Well, I got the cameraman there. Flip the camera up. Now we'll take a shot at old Bucky. Old Bucky there's about 21 yardish. So he's at a little bit of an angle from me. We're gonna try some. We're gonna try to put it right in his heart. We better try again, because that there went more toward the backbone, didn't it? I don't know what I did there, guys. Every now and then I get kind of crazy with my release and yank, and that's just part of it. I cannot get over it, but we're gonna try that again. Well, I tell you what, whatever I did consistent. We're gonna leave that camera there. I don't like that. Why am I doing that? So far, I hit every target. Pretty much where I wanted to, for me. So that's what buck fever does to you. Seen them horns and I done totally blew it. All right, let's try it again. Let me act like it's a doe without no horns. Maybe I can do better if he ain't got no horns on his head. There we go. Now that's more of the heart shot. I don't know what I did, guys. Whatever I did it good because I put both arrows side by side. I actually think I forgot my gap. So I'm going to go out here and collect my arrows, and I'm going to move the little V-bore camera out there to the dirt pile. And I don't know if y'all can see right at this point, but we're going to be shooting at that little bitty orange ball, not the one on the far right, kind of in the middle of the dirt pile. But what I got there, I got a wire ring, and y'all see it in just a moment. It hangs around, circles that ball, and the ball's right in the middle. And the reason I do that is because me personally, I can't see that wire from right here. According to how the sun hits it, I might see it, but I ain't wanting to see a circle. I'm wanting to focus, trying to make me focus on that little ball. And if I ever get to where I can consistently, actually that turned out to be 7.5 inch circle when I made it, not 8. My goal is now I'm working on trying to be able to consistently shoot inside that ring at 30 yards. So let me go set the camera up, get my arrows. So as y'all can see, it's got that wire going around it. And the ball's hanging there off of a 30-pound fishing line. So all I can see from 30 yards is that ball. I can't see that ring or nothing, but my goal is to get to where I'm shooting, they group inside that ring. And I ain't got there to where I can consistently do that at 30 yards. So as y'all can see, my archery area is wet and nasty. I have to walk around to get there. But we just got rain, like I said, last night when it finally, the last rain we got. Plus a couple of days ago that ditch had overflowed, and when it overflows it'll come up, but then it'll go right back down real quick. But anyway, I'm finna see if I can shoot a 30-yard shot for y'all to show y'all this is what I'm working on now. Because I practice a lot at 20 yards now, which makes the 15 shots way easier, especially my grouping for what I expect out of me and want for deer hunting. Now, like I said, I ain't out here trying to shoot no dots. But now I'm wanting to work on my 30 yard and been working on it. But I ain't got it to where I want it yet. I'm pretty satisfied with my 20. Now, of course, my 20 I screw up every now and then, just like getting old buck fever a while ago. But anyway, let me see what I can do at 30. What'd you say? I tell you what, you keep on, you gonna be my next target. All right, we better take this hat off. You open your mouth one more time, and you going out to the target. You gonna be my target. All right, here we go. Now for this bow and this arrow setup, which I'm shooting the San Lita Dragon arrows, I couldn't get them with my other bow at the time. On another video, a few videos back, I couldn't get the weight up there on them to use them to hunt with. But with this bow, at 29.5 inch arrow with a 100 grain insert and a actually they're about 180 grain tips up front, I got it to where it's tuned pretty good with this bow, and it's pulling 44 pounds. So every bow's different. So anytime you got an arrow, it don't matter if you got another bow that's gonna be pulling the same pounds, it might tune in that bow. But here we go. But it's point as close as I can shoot point on at 30 yards. It's point on with this setup. See guys, that went way right and dropped out. I don't know what it is. It's when I go from 25 to 30, it just kills me. We're gonna try again. I actually don't think I was all the way back to my anchor point just then. I'm still shooting right. Sound like I hit the stick out there then. And just about every time when I start out, until I get to shooting, and that's another thing I really want to work on. I want to get to where when I come out the door, my first shots is on, not after I done shot 5 or 6 times to figure it out. But y'all see what's happening, and that's what I'm working on. That one's still to the right, but it went a little bit high. I know it's cause y'all sitting here looking at me with the camera monkey, so shut up. Also, you seem to shoot better when you're out here not trying to make a video. Even though y'all ain't here as a camera, it still makes a difference. It's like some type of pressure on me. So anyway, y'all see, I got a long ways to go before I get on my 30 yards yet. But guys, like I said, I'm just gonna show y'all, I'm trying to show some of my viewers watch all of my videos, showing what I've advanced in the last 4.5 months of just starting shooting the trad bows after being used to shooting compounds all my life. So I think I've made great improvements on my shooting, because as far as shooting at 30 yards, all that is something to do out in the yard, because I never shoot a deer at 30 yards. Rarely would take a shot one at 20 yards. Most of them I'm gonna want 15 yards and under. If I'm gonna be having to shoot a deer over 15 yards, then I'm gonna take a compound. I'm gonna take my crossbow. I ain't gonna be out there wanting to take long shots with a trad bow. But I still want to work on getting to where I can walk out any day. Now, like I said, all I'm looking for is an 8-inch circle at 30 yards. That's what my goal I'm working on. But as far as the Tbow, guys, if you've been looking at one of these and been hesitant about getting it, like I said, I can't tell y'all. I ain't never had the Hoyt. Don't know, but I do know if you search on YouTube, there's some guys on there that literally has both of them. And they'll say you it's the exact same riser cut out. Maybe the finish ain't as good, except for one guy, which he has nothing good to say about any Chinese bow. And I'm sure that's because he gets the high dollar bows give to him and he's sponsored. But other than that, everybody else says this is the exact riser. So don't hesitate about buying you one. All these Chinese bows, cheap bows, is some good shooting bows. Every one that I got, and I done got into it, and I love getting them and playing with them and tuning them up and shooting them. Every one that I got, I guarantee you them $100 bows, I shoot just as good as them $700 bear grizzly bows and all that stuff. That's just me. Take it for what it is. I'm just showing y'all the Tbow, telling y'all what I think about it. I ain't got nothing to win or lose for it. I bought the bow. The bow gonna be around here. The thing about me with my review stuff, if I buy something, if you want to go back and watch one that I didn't agree with, I had a stick bow. One of them Frontier stick bows from Cabela's, long bow. I made some good comments about that. That wouldn't even make a good golf club. That thing, when you shot it, it'd vibrate. If you had false teeth like me, your dang teeth fall out. So I'm going to tell you how it is, because you'll never see that bow. I gave that bow a makeover and called it a fun bow and took it down to where it's just a 30-pound pull bow, or 20-something pound. I can't remember now what it came out to. But then I ended up giving that bow away. That bow's just something to play with. That bow ain't nothing to try to get out here. So if I ever get across something like that, I'm going to tell you how I am, or either I ain't even going to show it on the video at all. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the little video. Like I said, if you ain't never subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you got anybody in your family that wanting to start out with trad bow shooting, tell them to watch my channel. I ain't no bow shooter expert or by no means, but my goal here is being a beginner. I'm trying to share things that I've done to my bows, and if that will help a beginner learning. Now, yes, I ain't teaching all the stance and the proper stance. There's so many videos on that. I'm trying to show and teach things that I come up with personally on my own that help me. Kind of like that anchor point right there made out of zip ties. Now, I showed that on a different video. Now, of course, you don't need to be trying to shoot with a hat on, but that right there improved my shooting so much. Because now when I pull back, the last thing is that head goes down, and when it touches right there, I know that's the last step I can go on and fire. Now, yes, I'm out here shooting slower, but when I'm shooting now, another thing I've been practicing and got pretty good at as far as 15 yards and under is I just draw back. Soon my head touch it, I fire. I'm more or less instinctive shooting then. Yeah, I still see my point and stuff in my peripheral vision, but I ain't focusing on it. But I think that's enough for this little video. There's the Tbow, guys. I don't know what else is a great bow. Dang great bow for the price. ILF bow machine riser. Gordon limbs made in the USA. Don't know how you can go wrong by spending $100 on one of them right there, or any of them other bows that I've showed for $100. But this is about the Tbow. The Tbow's a great bow. This is my only bow. that I bought. I wanted to get it because I didn't have one with the machine riser. I had an ILF bow with the wood riser, so I wanted an ILF bow with the machine riser. Who knows, y'all might see me out here with them forks coming off there and that fishing pole sticking out the front, shooting 75 yards out there before the summer's over. You never know. But guys, I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a great day and a blessed week. God bless. See y'all next time. Well guys, I had 3 out of 4 arrows in an 8-inch group out there. They just wasn't grouped in the right spot that I was shooting at.